So the Dixie State defense able to hold Central Washington to a field goal. So we welcome you back inside the broadcast from the booth here at Ellensburg, Washington, Tomlinson Stadium, the venue. 9:37 to play. Kickoff is going to hang short once again, and DeJon Coleman fields it at his own 6. Excuse me, that's not Coleman, that's Josh Mathis. Back to return the kick, gets out to the 15, and no further. It looked like DeJon Coleman for a split second, the 8 and the 9. One number apart, and Mathis. They're going to say he got out across the 15. They'll mark him at the 17 officially. And that's where Dixie State will take over. 9:26 to play. Through a quarter and a half of play, Dixie State. I was going to give you a total yardage number for Dixie State, but I'm not sure if I think it's correct or not. They give a fly sweep around the right side on first down, and Nate Stevens. And that goes nowhere. No gain for Dixie State on first down and 10, and so they'll do it again from the 18-yard line. But according to their stat sheet, they've got Dixie State with 20 yards of total offense, and Central Washington with 234 yards of total offense. Here we go. Blake Barney on second down. Fires to the outside. Pass complete to Brad Duran. Makes the catch, and it goes for 5 yards. Second down and 9. They pick up 5. They'll face a third down and 4 from their own 20-yard line. And now here we go. Now we've got the official number. The stats update. 86 yards total offense for Dixie State so far prior to this drive. 8:17 to go. Third down. Barney almost sacked, but he gets away from the defender. Now he has a receiver downfield. Pass complete. Barkley Christensen makes the grab. First down, Dixie State, and a big gain. And I'm not even sure when the last time was that Barkley Christensen made a catch, but a big one there. A pickup of 30-plus on the play. They go no hurry up. They give to Orlando Wallace. Room to run up the middle. Bangs his way across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. With 2 consecutive first downs, Central Washington wants a timeout. They want to talk things over here. We'll keep it right here, so no 30-second timeout. We will remind you, though, during the timeout that timeouts are brought to you by Rolling Stone, your home for decorative rock, boulders, flagstone, and more. Rolling Stone delivers, or stop by their Little Rock house on Sunset Boulevard. So back-to-back plays. Barkley Christensen makes the catch from Blake Barney. That goes for 33 yards. And then right after that, Orlando Wallace rumbles for a big gain to move the sticks once again. That was Barkley Christensen's 3rd catch of the season. And a big one. Came at a very timely spot for Dixie State. So out of the timeout, here we go. Dixie State with 2 receivers to the left side. They give to Orlando Wallace. Wallace spinning away from defenders. And he goes for 7 yards on first down and 10. They get second and 3. As Orlando Wallace making the most of his reps that he's getting here in the second quarter. Clock rolling, 7:30 to play. Barney fakes the handoff to Orlando Wallace and then slipped in the backfield and fell down. And that is a killer. He had second down and 3, and he lost 6 yards on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 9 now. Back out of the red zone. Back to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 9. Here we go. 2 receivers either side. Barney looking. Has a man in the end zone. Pass to Brad Duran. And it falls incomplete. Contact from both players. And it falls incomplete in the end zone. No flags thrown. And now Alex Giordani is going to get his shot at a field goal here. Try and cut the lead back down to 6. Giordani so far this season, 4 of 5 on field goals, as long as 40. This one sitting right at the 30, so it will be a 40-yarder from the middle of the field. Here comes a snap. It's a high snap. Flags fly. And it's a good thing, too, because the kick was actually blocked. And it's going to be a false start. And now the question is, do you keep the field goal team on the field? Alex Giordani's career long at Dixie State is 42 yards. The longest he's ever hit in a football game, per a discussion that I've had with him, was 47 in a high school. I think Coach Brumfield's going to take a timeout. He will. Gio's not going to get a shot at kicking this one. I think he's going to send the offense back out onto the field. So we'll keep it right here once again during the timeout by Dixie State. And all signs point to sending the offense back onto the field. Although I may be wrong there, but I'd love to see Alex Giordani get a shot to kick the field goal. The problem is you're going to have 4th down and 15. Ball sitting at the Central Washington 27. You got to go 15 yards for the first down if you want to pick it up. And I've seen Alex Giordani kick, and he's got plenty of range. He can make a 45-yard field goal, no problem. I've seen him do it. But the offense is actually coming back out on the field. He's not going to get the kick. Alex Giordani can make that kick. I know he can. And now Coach Brumfield calls the timeout, opting to go for it on 4th down and 15 after the false start penalty on the field goal. And I guess they're sitting in an area where if they don't get it, they're comfortable with the field position. They'll be conceding. So here we go. And now another timeout taken by Dixie State. They spend 2 timeouts, perhaps wanting to see what the defensive formation was going to look like. Trying to see who Coach Brumfield's talking to during the timeout. Now it's just the offensive coaches in the huddle. No indication that Giordani's coming back on right now at this point, but 2 consecutive timeouts. Again, remind you, timeouts brought to you by Rolling Stone. They were going to kick a field goal. It was going to be a 40-yarder if you're just joining us, just tuning in. And then a false start play. Moved the Storm back 5 yards. They called timeout, took Giordani off the field, went back out, called another timeout. And the offense coming back out onto the field. But Giordani will not get a shot at the field goal. Instead, the Storm opting to go for it on 4th down and 15. Ball sitting at the 28-yard line. What do the Storm dial up in this position? A big play here in this game. Barney on 4th down, rolls out to his left, fires, and Nate Stevens makes no, he dropped it. No, he caught it. Holy smokes, Nate Stevens makes the catch inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. The gamble on 4th down and 15 pays off. Barney floated it. I originally thought it was intended for Barkley Christensen, but then Nate Stevens came over, makes the grab, and stays in bounds. And now whistles before the play inside the 5-yard line. Central Washington's going to take a timeout. So they'll spend their second timeout. And from up here in the booth, when Nate Stevens made that grab, it looked an awful like that ball squirted out. But it did not. Nate Stevens makes the catch, and Dixie State staying alive. They'll have a 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. They say officially the 2, but it looks a little closer to the 3. Wow. And that's why I'm up in the booth calling the game instead of calling the plays down on the field. Because I was in a situation where I was saying, let Gio kick the 45-yard field goal. Give him a shot at getting the Storm 3 points and also setting a new Dixie State career long. Instead, they go for it on 4th down and 15, and that was almost just like a backyard football play. Blake took the snap, rolled to his left, and then probably just told Nate in the huddle, look, you go deep, I'll find you. And he made the grab for a 26-yard gain down to the 2-yard line. And 1st and goal from the 2. Barney Gives Orlando Wallace, and he's going to run untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Dixie State, and that is huge. 16-13 your score with 6:22 to play. The Storm convert on 4th down, and then Orlando Wallace scampers into the end zone from 2 yards out for his 3rd touchdown of the season. And now Giordani will get a chance to kick. It's 16-14. The high snap is brought down. The kick is up, and it's good. 6:17 to play in the second quarter. Storm within 2 now, trailing 16-14 on your one-loss scoreboard. Back in 60.